Hello people, welcome to Dutch Modeling and back to basics again in the truck. Tails on the road, tails in the truck. I can't even remember how I called it. So, last time I finished the build, the Magach, and that was a little bit low on videos. Two, one to start, one to finish. I'm trying to do more for this one. So I started it already, because that's the easiest way, so I can show you the first few steps and if there are any mistakes and how the kit goes together and with the basic modeling needs. I think except for the glue, which is here, and I used to use these. I upgraded. Yes, these are old Revell nippers. Still have them around just in case. I upgraded, I'll show you in a second. So like I said, series is back to basic. I'm in my truck, I can take loads and loads of stuff with me because unlike my American colleagues, I do not have a complete living room behind me. I just have a bed and that's basically it. You got a couple of lockers above me where some stuff can go in, so I can't take a massive amount with me. I'm doing it with, well, the basic minimums. Glue, nippers, some sanders, and one tweezer, and a hobby knife with some blades, and that's it. So to start with, it's the kit. This time it's the Freedom Model Black Bear prototype from the Roca, the CM37 MGS or mobile gun system, and with a 105mm cannon on it. I got a review of this on my channel, so if you're interested in the kit, go look it up. And I'm just gonna open it. You'll see I'll start it. First I'll do, again what I said, the basics. It's a very simple set of hobby knives. This is glue. My upgraded nippers. I got these from AliExpress or Alibaba for I think 4 or 5 euros, so they're also not that expensive, just the basic. Yeah, well, I got these, a buffer. It is from Ali99, which is basically a beauty salon, also from AliExpress. Got a sponge, got a bigger, different grids of sanders. Got a couple of the small ones because I just liked them and I had them lying around, and well, they break. Something fell down. And I got a very rough file. I don't know, it's basically the same size. Again, just from like I said, like size, even their nail systems, so you don't have to go expensive. I got these, so they're for free. That's not very expensive. That's what I'm working with. In case you were not aware, you didn't know this series. And that's all. I don't have anything extras. I don't even have super glue anymore, so most of the PE I do at home. If there's any PE in the kit, my super glue dried out, so I have to get some new one. And mostly I always have those small 10 milliliter tubes, which, well, last long enough in the truck. And there's not a lot of building going on because I have to work here. So the kit I'm working on was the CM37. It's not a small one, as you can see. I mean, it's a standard size sander, and the kit is bigger, so it's quite a big kit. So far I did a little bit of work on the hull. You can see there's a little bit of an interior where I started there, the driver. That's all I did on the inside. I did on the outside, I did the front plate, 2 little plates here and here, those 2, and this thing. That's all I did so far on the main body. I did put together the wheels. Camera doesn't want to focus probably. There it is. All, what is it, 8 of them. And those things are easy, especially when you drop them on the ground. I mean, it's just a handful of wheels, nothing else. And then I started doing the drivetrain, the axles. Got 4 different ones. I'll show you here. These are all. And I got one of the 2 of front and the front plate. The, well, with a tank you would say the upper glacis, with some lighting stuff installed, but not very much, because as you can see that it protrudes, so it's quite easily to break it. So I was kind of careful gluing those on already. And there's a handle which is a little bit on a angle, and that there, as you can see on the back, this one. And I think it's supposed to be like that. The instruction was very clear. And this is also part of the upper deck, which I already started. And this is the entire upper deck, and I just glued in the hatches. That's basically it. Oh yeah, and the antennas, I glued those on as well. That's all I did. Oh no. Well, yeah, I glued the handle on the hatch. And that's all you had to do on that hatch. So that's as far as I got, I believe. Yep. Quite some screws left. Well, so far there weren't any major problems. Some 1 or 2, I believe. I'll check in instructions in a minute. Parts were mislabeled, but they're so clearly mislabeled that you actually, they're next to each other. There's 66, 67 or something like that were mislabeled, and well, it's quite obvious which one you need. So I'm going over the instructions. It's basically a 3-in-1 instruction, because they got 3 vehicles based on the same chassis, only the turret is different. So the first part of the instruction sheet is the chassis, or the hull with the wheels and the road drivetrain and everything, and that's the same for all 3 vehicles. And then you got in the back, you got the separate sections in different colors, as you can see there, CM, and then you got the CM33, and 34 you got the CM 34 and 33. You can see. So based on that, you have to check which model you're building, and you will see which part. This is the 37. This is the black bear, so it's also color coded in red, but we're not even close to getting there. So I started with the axles up here. I did those because they are pretty much different enough for me to differentiate when I'm coming to the part where I have to put them to the lower hull. I didn't do the swing arms with the brakes and the brake calipers, because they look pretty much the same. You got one E and F, they're just mirror images. G and H, those are just mirror images, and I and J, they're mirror. So they look very much the same. So instead of making them now and mistakenly gluing the wrong part on the wrong place when it comes to glue them into place, I decided that I'm going to skip that spot, those steps for those basically swing arms, and only make them at the moment that I need them. So if it says to glue in E1E, then I'm gonna build 1E and glue it into place, and same for FG. Then I did the wheels. I said there's a poly cap in there, so don't glue, which is a little bit tricky, because you put the poly glue in, but you put C28 or C25 on up to C28, so 25, 26, 27 and 28. Very strange, one and the same part, but different part numbers. The same goes for the hub. And there's that polycap goes there in the middle. You can just put it in there, then put a glue a little bit around the middle, so this part will stick in. Otherwise it will just fall out. So that do not glue is a little bit keeps. Oh, this is better. Yeah, do not glue is only meant for the polycap, not for the back part, not for this part. So there was at first no problem. Oh, here it is. What I said, mistaken numbers. B47 and B48 it says, but it's B46. And those are two hatches, and B48 is a different shape, so it couldn't even be a hatch. So, and those two are next to each other, so it quite easily explained which one you needed. And I think I saw B47 or 48 somewhere else. I'm just gonna take a quick look. I'm talking out of my ass. Yes. A couple steps further up, there's B48 again. And that's with step 7.1. So, not step 1M. That's quite a strange way to name your steps, by the way. The things I have in circles, like this and this, are things I have to do at home, because that's mostly photo etch, or like these, because those are the wing mirrors. And if I do them now, I think these are wing mirrors. Just let me check. Oh no, those are towing cable hooks, and I normally don't do them. So, moaning about something being too big. I just lose them, so I will put them on when I start painting, when it's home, when it ever happens, probably never. So there, that B48 must be B46. It's the only problem so far. And again, here with the you see the circles there around the E numbers. Well, those are clear parts, and I will put them in after painting. I don't know, because of masking and everything. I just don't want to go through the trouble of doing that now already. And next up was the front plate. And again, as you can see there, nothing but a couple of circles. These are again clear parts, and the brackets, but those will break off if I put them on now. And again, there the wing mirrors, those will be on later. And yeah, well, the photo edge, I didn't uncircle it, but I know I have to put it on later. That's all done. Also, no problems whatsoever, no fitting problems. And again, here E10 clear parts will go on later. And there's the driver's seat, and that's where I stopped working on it, I believe. Yeah, because the next step will be springs. So that's where we will be going next. And then there will be the brakes and everything. So I will be building those soon. Well, later today, I guess. That's how far I've come so far. In the couple of hours of work, nothing special. Like I said, I had so far no fit issues. Yeah, everything went in pretty good. The only thing was, like what I said, with the grab handle or something on here on the front, on this side, which is under an angle. So at least I glued it on under an angle, that thing. And that wasn't very clear how it's supposed to be, and show you, because that's part A50, and it's this part here, there, very small. So yeah, you can't really see what you're supposed to do there. And seeing the two ends being cut under an angle, first I thought, well, maybe I have to cut it off in a straight line. And then I checked again to see where the screw gates end and the part actually starts. And it was not very clear, but it seemed to be that they were molded under an angle. So that's something you want to keep in mind if you're ever going to build this kit. All in all, so far, I'm impressed. Hasn't built a Freedom Models kit before, and well, it is massive, that's for sure. I don't know if there's not much more interior than what I just showed you. The driver's compartment, like I said, that's a seat, a steering wheel, and a dash there. That's it so far. Judging by the instructions, just going through them quickly. Nope, that's everything. So that's all the interior there is in this kit. So there's not a lot. So well, I will continue this. I hope I've got to do some more updates, at least more than I did with the previous build, the Magach, because there were only 2. I just really couldn't be asked to film anything, just didn't want to, sorry. But I'll try to keep these a little bit more frequent and not space so far between, like saying beginning and an end, like what I did with the next one. So yeah, I'm rambling, don't know what to say anymore, so I'm gonna quit here. Enjoy. If you like my content, like, subscribe, and if you really want to be kept in the loop, hit that little bell button and you will get the notification every time I upload a video. And hope to see you soon. Bye bye.